Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chapter 3. Maitreya Uvacha Sada Vid Vishatorevam Kalo Vai Driyamanayoho Jamatu Swasurasyapi Sumahanati Chakrame. Maitreya continued. In this manner, the tension between the father-in-law and son-in-law, Daksha and Lord Shiva, continued for a considerably long period. Yadabhishikto Dakshastu Brahmana Parameshtina Prajapatinam Sarvesham Adipatye Smayo Bhavat. When Lord Brahma appointed Daksha, the chief of all the Prajapatis, the progenitors of population, Daksha became very much puffed up. Ishtva savajapeyena barhishtanabhibhuya cha. Brahmishtanabhibhuya cha. Ishtva savajapeyena brahmishtanabhibhuya cha. Bruhaspati savam nama samarebhe kratutamam. Daksha began a sacrifice named Vajapeya, and he became excessively confident of his support by Lord Brahma. He then performed another great sacrifice named Bruhaspati Sava. Tasmin brahmarshayas sarve devarshi pitrudevataha asan krutasvastyayanas tatpatnyascha sabhartrukaha. While the sacrifice was being performed, many Brahmarshis, great sages, ancestral demigods, and other demigods, their wives, all very nicely decorated with ornaments, attended from different parts of the universe. Tadupashrutya nabhasi kecharanam prajalpatam Sati Dakshayani Devi Pitruyajna Mahotsavam Vrajanti Sarvato Dhigbhya Upadeva Varastriyaha Vimanayana Sapreshta Nishkakanti Suvasasaha Društva Swanilayam Bhyasho Društva Swanilayam Bhase Lokakshir Mrushta Kundalaha Patim Bhutapatim Devam Autsukyadabhyabhashata. The chaste lady Sati, the daughter of Daksha, heard the heavenly denizens flying in the sky conversing about the great sacrifice being performed by her father. When she saw that from all directions the beautiful wives of the heavenly denizens their eyes very beautifully glittering, were near her residence and were going to the sacrifice dressed in fine clothes and ornamented with earrings and necklaces with lockets, she approached her husband, the master of the Bhutas, in great anxiety and spoke as follows. Satyuvacha Prajapati प्रजापतेस्ते स्वशुरस्य साम्प्रतं निर्यापितो यज्ञमहोत्सवः किल वयं च तत्राभिसरामवामते यद्यर्तितामी विबुधा व्रजन्तिः. Sati said, "My dear Lord Shiva, your father-in-law is now executing great sacrifices, and all demigods, having been invited by him, are going there. If you desire, we may also go." Tasmin bhaginyo mama bhartrubhiswakair dhruvam ghamishyanti suhruddidhrikshavaha aham cha tasmin bhavatapikamaye sahopanitam paribharhamarhitum. I think that all my sisters must have gone to this great sacrificial ceremony with their husbands just to see their relatives. I also desire to decorate myself with ornaments given to me by my father and go there with you to participate in that assembly. Tatra swasurme nanu bhartrusammita matruswasruhi kinnadhiyam cha mataram drakshe chirotkantamana unniyamanam cha mrudadvaradvajam. My sisters, my mother's sisters, and their husbands and other affectionate relatives must be assembled there. So if I go, I shall be able to see them, and I shall be able to see the flapping flags and performances of the sacrifice by the great sages. For these reasons, my dear husband, I am very much anxious to go. त्वय्येददाश्चर्यमजात्ममायया विनिर्मितं भाति गुणत्रयात्मकं तथाप्यहं योषितत्त्वविच्यते धीनादिधिक्षे भव मे भवक्षितिम्. This manifested cosmos is a wonderful creation of the interaction of the three material modes or the external energy of the Supreme Lord. This truth is fully known to you. Yet I am but a poor woman, and as you know, I am not conversant with the truth. Therefore, I wish to see my birthplace once more. Pashya prayantirabhavan yayoshitopyalam kruta kantasakhavarutashah yasam vrajadbhih shitikandamanditam nabho vimanaih kalahamsa pandubih. O never-born, O blue-throated one, not only my relatives, but also other women, dressed in nice colors and decorated with ornaments, are going there with their husbands and friends. Just see how their flocks of white airplanes have made the entire sky very beautiful. Katam sutayah pitrugeha kautukam nishamya dehaha suravaryanengate anahuta apyabhiyanti sauhrudam bhartrurgruher deha krutascha ketanam. O best of the demigods, how can the body of the daughter remain undisturbed when she hears that some festive event is taking place in her father's house, even though you may be considering that I have not been invited. There is no harm if one goes to the house of one's friend, husband, spiritual master, or father without invitation. तन्मे प्रसीदेदममर्त्य वाञ्छितं कर्तुं भवान् कारुणिको बहार्हति त्वयात्मनोर्देहमदभ्रचक्षुषा निरूपिता मानुगृहाण याचितः. O immortal Shiva, please be kind towards me and fulfill my desire. You have accepted me as half of your body. Therefore, please show kindness towards me and accept my request. Rishiruvacha Yevam Giritra Priyayabhibhashitaha Pratyabhyadatta Prahasan Suhrutpriyah प्रत्यभ्यदत्तः प्रहसन् सुहृत्प्रियः संस्मारितो मर्मभिदः कुवागिषून् यानाहको विश्वसृजां समक्षतः. The great sage Maitreya said, Lord Shiva, the deliverer of the hill Kailasha, having thus been addressed by his dear wife, replied smilingly, although at the same time he remembered the malicious, heart-piercing speeches delivered by Daksha before the guardians of the universal affairs. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Tvayoditam Shobhanameva Shobhane Anahuta Apyabhiyanti Bandhushu Te Yadyanutpadita Dosha Dhrushtayo Baliyasanatmya Madena Manyuna. The great Lord replied, My dear beautiful wife, you have said that only one may go to the friend's house without being invited, and this is true provided such a friend does not find fault with the guest because of bodily identification and thereby become angry towards him. Vidyatapo vittavapurvayah kulaihi satam gunai shadbhira sattametaraihi smrutau hutayam brutamana durdrushah stabdhana pashyanti hi dhama bhuyasam. Although the six qualities, education, austerity, wealth, beauty, youth, and heritage, are for the highly elevated, one who is proud of possessing them becomes blind, and thus he loses his good sense and cannot appreciate the glories of great personalities. Naitadrushanam swajanavyapekshaya gruhan pratiya dhanavastitatmanam yebhyagatan vakradhiyabhichakshate aropitadbhrubhiramarshanakshibihi. One should not go to anyone's house, even on the consideration of his being a relative or a friend, when the man is disturbed in his mind and looks upon the guest with raised eyebrows and angry eyes. Tataribhirna vyatate shilimukaihi sheterditango hrudayena dhuyata swanam yata vakradiyam duruktibhir divanisham tapyati marmataditaha. Lord Shiva continued, if one is hurt by the arrows of an enemy, one is not as aggrieved as when cut by unkind words of relatives, for such grief conditions do rend one's heart day and night. व्यक्तं त्वमुत्कृष्टगतेः प्रजापतेः प्रियात्मजानामसि शुश्रुमे मता तथापि मानं न पितुः प्रपत्यसे मदाश्रयात् कः परितप्यते यतः. My dear white complexioned wife, it is clear that of the many daughters of Daksha you are the pet, yet you will not be honored at his house because of you being my wife. Rather, you will be sorry that you are connected with me. पाप्यच्यमानेन हृदातुरेन्द्रियः समृद्धिभिः पुरुषः बुद्धिसाक्षिणाम् कल्पयेषामधिरोढुमञ्जसा परं पदं द्वेषि यतासुरा हरिम्. One who is conducted by false ego and thus always distressed, both mentally and sensually, cannot tolerate the opulence of self-realized persons. Being unable to rise to the standard of self-realization, he envies such persons as much as demons envy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. प्रत्युद्गमप्रक्षयणाभिवादनं विधीयते साधुमितः सुमध्यमे प्राज्ञैः परस्मै पुरुषाय चेतसा गुहाशयायैव न देहमानिने. My dear young wife, clearly friends and relatives offer mutual greetings by standing up, welcoming one another and offering obeisances. But those who are elevated to the transcendental platform, being intelligent, offer such respects to the Supreme Soul who is sitting within the body, not to the person who identifies with the body. Sattvam vishuddham vasudeva shabdhitam yadhiyate tatra pumanapavrutaha sattve cha tasmin bhagavan vasudevo yadokshajo me namasa vidhiyate. I am always engaged in offering oblations. I am always engaged in offering obeisances to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Vasudeva, is revealed without any covering. तत्ते निरीक्ष्यो न पितापि देहकृद् दक्षो मम द्विष्ट तदनुव्रताश्च ये यो विश्वसृग्यज्ञगतं वरोरुमा मनागसं दुर्वचसाकरोत्तिरः. Therefore, you should not see your father, although he is the giver of your body, because he and his followers are envious of me. Because of this envy, O worshipable one, he has insulted me with cruel words, although I am innocent. Yadi vrajishyasyti haya madhvacho bhadram bhavatyana tato bhavishyati Sambhavitasya swajanat parabhavo yadhasa sadhyo maranaya kalpate. If in spite of this instruction you decide to go, neglecting my words, the future will not be good for you. You are most respectable, and when you are insulted by your relative, this insult will immediately be equal to death. Thus ends the chapter entitled Talks between Lord Shiva and Sati. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.